welcome back to the TV Glimpse. Today, we're diving into the full recap of Platonic Season 1. While scrolling through social media, Sylvia sees that her old friend Will is getting divorced. They haven't spoken since she admitted she disliked his wife, Audrey. Sylvia meets Will for coffee, pretending not to know about the divorce. He invites her to a party at his bar where Will confronts Audrey, who has shown up at his bar, and Sylvia takes him to grab another drink. They reminisce about their former friendship, but Will becomes angry when he realizes that Sylvia knew about his divorce. They argue and part ways, but later text each other and agree to meet again. Sylvia and Charlie consider moving, and she sets up a house showing. Will returns her forgotten credit card and helps fix her toilet, so she invites him to the showing. Posing as a contractor, Will tells her not to buy the place. It used to be a senior living facility. Later, Sylvia helps Will retrieve his things from Audrey's house, crawling through the dog door before getting caught. They leave, but Sylvia steals his pet bearded dragon. She brings it home, renames it Jessica, and gives it to her kids without mentioning it belongs to Will. At a work event celebrating Charlie's promotion to partner, Sylvia feels insecure about leaving her law career to raise their kids. She later meets up with Will, and they get drunk at her favorite cheesy restaurant. Sylvia suggests he pitch Lucky Penny's beer to the chain. At the event, when Charlie's boss forgets her name, Sylvia jokingly eats his speech, embarrassing Charlie, but she and Will find it hilarious. After going to a divorce party for a friend, Sylvia throws one for Will. They get drunk, and Will convinces her to try cocaine with his friends, but it's laced with ketamine, causing Sylvia to panic. They crash at Will's apartment. Sylvia returns home to a frustrated Charlie. While Will texts an old hookup, Will starts officially dating Peyton, while Charlie's co-workers jokingly call him Sylvia's boyfriend. Hoping to connect, Charlie takes Will to a Dodgers game, and they bond over drinks. Back at Lucky Penny, they invite Sylvia to join, but tensions rise when she learns about Will's new relationship and feels left out. During the argument, Will cuts his hand and ends up in the air. Later, Will reaffirms things with Peyton, and Charlie admits to Sylvia that he's jealous of her closeness with Will. Sylvia starts a new job at Kurt Friedkin's law firm and meets Peyton. Will asks Sylvia what she thinks of Peyton, but things get complicated when Sylvia hires her as a babysitter. Sylvia unintentionally sends mixed signals about Will's feelings, which leads Peyton to overreact. Will throws Peyton a birthday party at Lucky Penny, but feels uncomfortable seeing her with her young friends. He breaks up with her later that night. Sylvia starts her law job, but struggles to keep up and clashes with her younger co-workers. After accidentally damaging a portrait of Kurt while working late, Will helps her get it restored through his ex-wife's art connection. At Lucky Penny, Will finds out his partner's launched a new drink, Darbouche, without him. Peyton is now working there, and Andy is dating Sylvia's friend Katie. When they return the painting now featuring a hidden penis, Sylvia tries to deny her involvement, but security footage exposes the truth, and she's fired. After getting fired, Sylvia hides it from Charlie and spends time with Will at Lucky Penny. She joins Will, Katie, and the team on a San Diego trip to pitch their beer to Johnny Reverend, though Will wins Johnny over. Things go south when Johnny makes a move on Sylvia. She rejects him, prompting a tantrum and public shaming. Will defends her, but they're kicked out and lose the deal. Andy proposes to Katie. Meanwhile, Charlie discovers Sylvia's lies through shared photos, and Vanessa realizes Sylvia secretly took Will's lizard. Charlie drunkenly dances and dry humps his co-worker Vanessa, later confessing it to Sylvia, who's hurt. She spends the night with Will getting high and playing games. Will suggests renovating her garage, but discovers it's structurally unsound, and the chaos ends with a raccoon and partial collapse. Tension builds, and Will urges Sylvia to face her problems. Charlie admits he's jealous of Will and promises the Vanessa incident wasn't about Sylvia. They agree to move forward. Meanwhile, Will is blindsided when his partners try to force him out of Lucky Penny, but he refuses to back down. Sylvia and Charlie buy a new home and host a housewarming party, but Will causes a scene, leading to a fight with Sylvia. She later helps Andy and Katie with wedding planning and learns that Johnny Rev has been removed for misconduct. His VP Jenna, now CEO, offers Will a job in San Diego. A year later, Sylvia is thriving as an event planner and reunites with Will at Andy and Katie's wedding. He's now engaged to Jenna. They reflect on their friendship and how it got them through the chaos of the past year. And that's Platonic Season 1. If you enjoyed this recap, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more great content like this, and leave a comment letting us know what your favorite moment of the season was. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.